This is the Marex 330 Scandinavia. It's brand new, it's having its launch here at Cannes, and I think it's one of the most interesting boats here at the show, which is saying a lot given how much new product there is here this year. It really is Marex at its best. It's very practical, it's brilliantly thought out, and quality is top notch. The starting price is around £310,000 including VAT in the UK, and there's twin or single diesel engine options with stern drives or shafts. So let's have a bit of a closer look then. Really practical thinking throughout, as we've come to expect from Marex. So you have this flip down bench that folds up against the transom. This is where your deck shower is, so you can come out of the water and shower off straight away and perch here looking out over the water. This is just a little bit of storage under this panel here. And what I really like is on these side decks, which are a really good size for this size of boat, and nice high tow rails, it feels very secure moving forward. You have dedicated spots on gas rams to stow the boat's fenders. You have them on both sides. It's just nice to know that you've got a spot that you can fit all the boat's fenders and they're tucked away nice and neatly. Do that the right way. Under here you have a little bit more storage. And the teak, the finish of the woodwork on this boat, as with all Marexes, is really, really top drawer. Lovely stainless steel work here. This is where your boarding ladder is, so you can flip that out and easily get on and off the boat if you're going in for a swim. And if we carry on around the decks, you get an impression of just how high these tow rails are. So you feel very, very secure. Nice high guardrails. There's stuff to grab onto all the way along. It's a very easy boat to move around and to crew. And one nice touch is that this foredeck cushion is actually buoyant and waterproof, so you can throw that into the water and it becomes a bit of a floating sunbathing space. And it hasn't got asymmetric decks, this boat. It's full walk around, both decks are the same size, and it's that feeling of quality that really, really stands out. And the teak all over the place, teak top bulwarks. It really is a quality product. You pay for it, but you can see where that money is going. Some other points about this particular boat: you get solar panels as an option as well, so that can help top up the domestic supply if you don't want to run off the generator when the boat is at anchor. And if we come back round into this cockpit, it works really nicely. Really nice high sides. It feels very protected in here, and of course you've got the brilliant sliding canopy system where the canopies pop out of here and you just pull them round like a curtain. And they've actually got a new system where you just have to pull one drawstring tight and that makes them completely windproof. It's really, really clever. They've been doing it for ages, but they've finessed it even more for this model. So it means in seconds you can just draw the canopies around this area and you've got twice the usable space even in bad weather. This is obviously your main outdoor living space. The table, which again is another really lovely quality piece of furniture, doubles in size so you can comfortably sit 6 or 8 people around here for lunch. It also drops down to become another berth. If you have the covers on, people could sleep here overnight, and the same thing happens in the dinette, so you could actually sleep 8 people on board this boat if you want to. Beneath my feet is access to the engines. You have a 3-way split hatch, so if you want really good access, you'd hit the table up, you'd lift up this hatch and you can really get great access to the engines. But if you just want a quick check, this hatch here lifts up and there you have it. Ladder down to the engine room, and there you go. You can see the twin diesels nestled down there, finished immaculately. Put that back down again. Storage is excellent as well, under seat storage, and you don't have to faff about taking cushions off and lifting locker lids. You can lift them up with the cushions on. You've got a gas ram to hold them in place. The finish is really, really nice as well. Just makes all that storage really usable if you can access it so easily. And the key thing about this boat is you have this inside-outside living space. You can use it all year round. So if the weather's not so good, you step inside this saloon, you can slide across this door, and you have a completely insulated and beautifully sheltered wheelhouse. And this is where they found a lot of functionality. So for example, here at the dinette, you can see it set up in dining mode here. The table flips out, so you have a bit more space for dining. It also goes up and down, as I said, to create another berth. This stool undoes and slides out, so you can fit one more person at the end of the table. And one really nice feature, if I just move this cushion out of the way, is that now this cantilevers this way and creates a really good two-person navigator's bench. So you have 3 people all facing forward, enjoying the journey with a really good view forward. And the detailing again, you know, these storage pockets here, really, really useful just to be able to slot your phone, sunglasses, things like that in. Of course you've got cup holders here, and nice to see a handrail that guests can hold on to. We flip that back the other way, seat base drops down, and you're back into dining mode. So manual sunroof on this boat, really fail safe, you know, can't go wrong. You twist it like that, and just like that, you can let the elements in. And I should also point out that you have a sliding roof back here as well, a canvas one on this one, so that really opens up very wide. Both of those are standard, and again, just add to the flexibility of this boat's layout. Galley's compact, but it's well designed. You have a twin gas burner here. You can have a larger fridge, get rid of the oven if you want, and have a bigger fridge here, but you do have a cooling box down here. There's the option to have a cooling box in the cockpit as well, so you can have another fridge there. More storage here, really good deep storage, and actually you have a fridge here as well. So even without that extended fridge option, cooling space is okay, but you can add more if you think you're going to need more. And this is just more drawer storage, all on nice soft close runners as well. Again, feels really good quality. I really like the finish at the top, and the fact you've got this bendy tap as well. This adds a bit of functionality, and you have your sink underneath here. Really nicely done. The helm station. Key thing about this boat is it has a side door. That was feedback from Marex owners that they really wanted to be able to get out onto the side decks really easily. It helps with ventilation if you're using the boat on your own, like a lot of the owners will. It means that you can quickly get out onto the side deck and tie a line on, and it works really nicely with the sunroof, as does the geometry of the driving position. So you can sit really comfortably. This is a lift bolster, and that's a nice position because you can perch on the edge of there, rest your feet on that footrest, and you've got a really good view forward. You're nice and supported, and you've got a lovely breeze coming in from the side door. But equally, because of this raised platform here, you can stand and put your head clear of the window line so that you can see out over the bow. Really nice if you're coming into an unfamiliar marina. You can stick your head out the top and have a really good view out of all corners of the boat. Helm design, typical Marex. It's really classy, clear. I really like the finish on here. They managed to squeeze 2 large MFDs onto this helm as well, which is a really good thing that they've managed to achieve here, because usually on a boat of this size you'd just be able to fit one. The fitting one up here is a nice addition. You've also got your rev counters here, fusion stereo system, twin throttles, and this boat, as I said, is Cummins Mercury. You've got the joystick as an option on this boat as well. And this is your trim tab controls, Bennett trim tabs, and then you have a bow thruster on this version as well. This is a particularly high spec, but yeah, really nicely finished. Now if we move downstairs, you get to the sleeping accommodation, and we'll go forward to what is the master cabin. Big berth that pushes a long way over to starboard. Okay, the person on that side will have to sort of clamber around the person on this side, but the size of the bed is really, really good, as are the windows. They're absolutely huge, so they're trying to pull as much natural light in here as possible. And actually, it's not as good as it could be because they have got the cushions on the foredeck, so you'd have more natural light if they weren't on there. A bit of storage in here, of course. Hanging locker here with a bit of shelving built in as well. There's storage underneath the bed. A little perch here as well, so you can sit in this cabin, put shoes and socks on. Mirror behind the door. I love the use of smoke glass as well, which again, they've really thought about the fine details, how everything looks and feels. It does feel a bit of a cut above on board. This is the bathroom, obviously shared between both cabins. Plenty of storage in here as well, another big window. And a good amount of counter as well, a bit of shelf storage as well as what's underneath the sink here. And they've even managed to incorporate a proper separate shower cubicle. The tray is a step down from the main bathroom floor, and that's what gives you the headroom, but I'm 6'1" and I can easily stand up in there and have a proper shower. It's a really nice feature on a boat of this size. And then if we move aft, you find the guest cabin. Now of course, headroom is a bit compromised because it dips down underneath the saloon, but it's a really big bed. Really good size, and you've got some soft benches here. And again, natural light is pretty good because they've got twin windows in here and an opening porthole. You've also got smoke glass up above, which helps to bring some natural light in. and again a focus on storage. Shelving storage on this side and some hanging storage on this side. An inch has not gone to waste on this boat. They really have thought about the layout and it appears to work very well. Thank you very much for watching my tour of the Marex 330. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time we upload a new video. Thanks for watching.